Start the lesson by viewing the finished virtual reality project. You'll create an immersive experience where your audience can look all around them, as if they were actually visiting a museum. Hotspots allow them to move from one gallery to the next and learn about specific pieces of art. Open the file 09n.fla in the Lesson 9 09n folder and choose Control Test to view the final project. Your browser opens to show the inside of a museum gallery. Drag left, right, up and down to see the rest of the room. There are two highlighted doorways. Click the one to the right. You move to a new gallery. Drag the image in your browser window to explore the artwork around the room and click the highlighted doorway to return to the starting room. Now click the door to the left to move to a different gallery. Here, vector graphics are seamlessly mixed with the environment and offer more information for particular pieces of art. Those icons are only placeholders to show potential functionality, and they don't actually work in this lesson. Close your browser window. We'll now start a new VR 360 document. In the New Document screen in Animate, click the Advanced category, and in the Platform section, choose VR 360 Beta. For width, enter 2048, and for height, enter 1024. VR 360 document should always be at a 2:1 width to height ratio. This will accommodate equirectangular images or graphics. Click Create. A new VR 360 document opens. Choose File, Save, and in the dialog box that opens, save your new document as 09_workingcopy.fla. Next, we'll import and resize the images. Choose File, Import, Import to Library. In the dialog box that appears, navigate to the 09 Start folder and open the Peter Leth Flickr CC folder. Select all 3 JPEG images and click Open. If the files are dimmed and unselectable, make sure the Enable menu is set to All Files. These selected images are imported to the library. In the timeline, rename Layer 1 to Image. Drag the Gallery 1 JPEG image from the library panel and onto the stage. Select the image on the stage and in the Properties panel, change the width to 2048 and the height should be 1024. If the chain link icon is intact, the W and H values are linked, so changing one dimension will change the other proportionally, as we've seen here. We'll now move the resized image to the X of 0 and Y of 0, so that it fills the entire stage. You choose which layer gets projected onto the spherical environment. In the image layer, click the icon under the Create Texture Wrapping for all layers, right here. The texture wrapping option is enabled for the images layer indicated by the texture wrapping icon. Choose Window, VR View. The VR View panel opens. This panel provides an interactive preview of how graphics, symbol instances, animation, and images and texture layers are projected. Click Launch VR View. An interactive preview shows up in the panel. Drag the image to look in all directions. If you look down, you can see the tripod on which the 360 camera that took the picture was mounted. Scenes are separate timelines you can use to organize your project. This project will contain 3 scenes for 3 separate galleries. Choose Window, Scene. The Scene panel opens, and only one scene is displayed, Scene 1, which is the default timeline. Click the Add Scene button at the bottom of the panel. A new scene is created called Scene 2. Scene 2 contains a whole new timeline. Click the Add Scene button again to add a third scene called Scene 3. Click a scene in the Scene panel to navigate to that particular timeline. You can also navigate to a different scene by clicking the Edit Scene icon above the stage and choosing a scene from the menu that appears. Double-click a scene to rename it. We'll rename Scene 1 to Gallery 1, Scene 2 to Gallery 2, and Scene 3 will be called Gallery 3. In the Scene panel, select Gallery 2. The timeline shows the second scene with a blank stage and an empty timeline. Drag the Gallery 2 JPEG from the Library panel to the stage. In the Properties panel, change the width to 2048 and the height to 1024. Set the X and Y properties to 0. Rename the existing layer to Image and make the layer a texture layer. In the Scene panel, select Gallery 3. Drag the Gallery 3 JPEG image onto the stage. And once again in the Properties panel, change the width to 2048. The height should be 1024, and the X and Y values should both be 0. Rename the existing layer to Image and make the layer a texture layer.